Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 4 Reddit stories for you. Reddit drama that will make you question everything. Story 1. Roommate stole my moving money and left me completely stranded. So my roommate just stole $3,000 from me and completely destroyed my entire future in one night. I honestly don't even know how to tell this story without sounding completely unhinged, but here we go. I was supposed to move out of state this week for a new job. This wasn't just some casual decision either, this was literally my way out of a really bad situation. I don't have a safety net at all. I left an abusive, cult-like family situation years ago and I've been completely on my own ever since. No parents to call, no move back home option. Absolutely nothing. So I did everything right. I saved up $3,000 specifically for moving expenses. I kept it in cash in my room because honestly, I don't trust banks after everything I've been through. My roommate knew about the money because I'd mentioned saving up for the move. Yesterday, I went to grab the money to finalize everything, and it was gone. Just completely gone. I tore my room apart thinking maybe I'd hidden it somewhere else, but no. Then I confronted my roommate about it. At first she played dumb, but when I threatened to call the police, she broke down and admitted she took it. Get this, she said she was going to pay me back after her next paycheck. Her next paycheck that's literally 2 weeks away. 2 weeks after I was supposed to already be moved and starting my new job. I completely lost it on her. I mean, I was screaming, crying, the whole thing. She had the audacity to say I was overreacting and that she was going to give it back anyway. Overreacting? This woman just stole my entire future. The job offer has a start date that I can't change. The apartment I was supposed to move into won't hold it without a deposit. Everything is falling apart because of her selfish decision. Now I'm stuck in this situation with no way out, no money, and no options. My other friends are saying I should have kept the money in a bank account and that I'm partly responsible for this mess. They're acting like I'm being too dramatic about the whole thing. But they don't understand, this was literally my only shot at getting out of here and building something better for myself. I worked so hard to save that money, working multiple jobs, barely eating some days just to put aside every dollar I could. And she just took it like it was nothing, like my dreams and my future didn't matter at all. Am I really overreacting here, or is everyone around me just completely insane? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. I joined my daughter-in-law outside with bubble cigarettes. So apparently I'm a terrible person because I brought bubble cigarettes to a family gathering. This feels really stupid, and everyone's telling me I need to apologize, but hear me out. My daughter-in-law and her family are all smokers. At any family event we have, they'll disappear outside for like 30 minutes to smoke. Some vape, some smoke cigarettes, but they all just vanish and leave everyone else inside. The problem is, I used to hang out with my daughters when this happened, but they've started going out to smoke too now. So I'm just stuck inside, basically alone, while everyone else is outside having conversations and bonding. It's become this whole social thing where they're all out there talking and laughing, and I'm just sitting inside like some kind of outcast. So last weekend at a barbecue, I had this idea. I went to the dollar store and bought a pack of those bubble cigarettes, you know, the ones that blow bubbles when you puff on them. I figured I could join them outside and still participate in the social aspect without actually smoking. When they all went outside for their smoke break, I followed them out with my little bubble cigarette. I thought it was harmless and maybe even a little funny. I was blowing bubbles and trying to join in on their conversation. But my daughter-in-law immediately got offended. She said I was mocking them and making fun of their addiction. She got really upset and said I was being disrespectful and condescending. The whole mood changed, and everyone started looking at me like I'd done something terrible. I tried to explain that I wasn't mocking anyone, I just wanted to be included in the social time instead of sitting alone inside. I told her I understand smoking is an addiction and I wasn't trying to make light of that. I genuinely just wanted to spend time with my family instead of being isolated every time they went out to smoke. But she's not having it. She says the bubble cigarettes were clearly meant to be a joke at their expense and that I was trying to make them feel bad about smoking. Now my son is caught in the middle, and half the family thinks I should apologize while the other half thinks she's being too sensitive. I honestly didn't mean any harm by it. I was just trying to find a way to be part of the group instead of being left out all the time. Was bringing bubble cigarettes really that offensive, or is everyone overreacting to what I thought was a harmless way to join in? Story 3. My friends literally left me behind and called me dramatic. So my friends just abandoned me at school and then had the nerve to call me dramatic when I got upset about it. I'm 18 and still trying to figure out if I'm overreacting or if they're just terrible friends. Here's what happened. Every day, we have this breakfast break between classes where we go to the nearby store across the street to get food. It's become our little routine. Me, my friend Sally, and Leo always leave together right after class. But Sally's boyfriend is in a different class and usually stays behind to talk to his friends, so he meets us at the store a few minutes later. This system has worked fine for months. But yesterday, everything changed. We finished class and I was gathering my stuff, which took maybe 2 extra minutes because I had to organize some papers. When I looked up, Sally and Leo were gone. Just completely vanished. I figured maybe they went ahead and I'd catch up with them at the store like usual. So I hurried over there, expecting to find them waiting. But they weren't there. I waited around for like 10 minutes thinking maybe they'd gone somewhere else first, but nothing. I called Sally and she didn't answer. I tried texting both of them and got nothing back. I was genuinely worried something had happened to them. Turns out, Sally's boyfriend had finished early for once and they decided to skip breakfast and go hang out at his place instead. They just left without telling me anything. When I finally got through to Sally later, she acted like it was no big deal. She said they didn't think I'd care and that they were just going to text me later. Later? I was standing there looking for them like an idiot. When I told them I was hurt that they'd just abandoned me without a word, they both said I was being way too dramatic. Leo said it's not that serious and that I should have just gone home when I couldn't find them. But here's the thing, we're supposed to be friends. Good friends don't just disappear on each other without explanation. It would have taken 2 seconds to say hey, we're going somewhere else, see you tomorrow. Instead, they left me standing around confused and worried about them. Sally keeps saying I'm making too big a deal out of it, but this isn't the first time something like this has happened. They've been doing little things like this more and more lately, and I'm starting to feel like I'm not really part of the group anymore. Am I actually being dramatic here, or do I have every right to be upset when my friends just ditch me without a word? Story 4. I accidentally started a war in my D&D campaign. So I think I just completely destroyed my year-long Dungeons & Dragons campaign because of what I'm calling an accident, but my friends are calling something much worse. My friends and I have been playing this campaign for over a year now, and we've been pretty consistent with our weekly sessions. But I think I made a huge mistake and now I don't know if I should just quit the whole thing. Here's what happened. Our party ended up in a brothel looking for information about this bandit leader who was hiding somewhere in the city. Through roleplay, we discovered that all the workers there were actually trapped by their boss, who turned out to be a demon. My character is a paladin, so obviously I wanted to help these people escape this terrible situation. The party decided we needed to take down this demon boss to free everyone. We had this big plan worked out and everything seemed to be going smoothly. During the fight with the demon, I was supposed to cast a specific spell that would help us control the battle. But here's where everything went wrong. I got confused about the spell's area of effect. I thought it would only hit the demon, but it actually had a much larger range than I realized. When I cast it, it didn't just hit the demon, it hit several of the workers we were trying to save. And because of how the spell worked and their low health, it ended up killing 3 of them instantly. The whole table went silent. Our dungeon master looked at me like I just committed some kind of war crime. The other players started arguing about whether my character would actually do something like that. Some of them said there's no way it was really an accident and that I must have known what would happen. But I swear I genuinely thought I was casting it in a way that would only affect the demon. I even showed them my notes where I'd written down what I thought the spell did. The worst part is that now it's created this whole rift in the party. Half of them think my character has gone evil and want to kick me out of the group. The other half believe it was an honest mistake but think I should have been more careful with such a powerful spell. Our dungeon master is trying to stay neutral, but I can tell they're frustrated too. They'd spent weeks building up this storyline about saving these people, and I accidentally turned it into a tragedy. Now everyone's questioning whether they can trust my character, and the whole dynamic of our group has changed. The session ended early because people were actually getting heated about it. Is this really something worth breaking up a year-long campaign over, or am I missing something about why everyone's so upset? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.